Hey guys, what's up? Happy early Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. So I'm gonna do like a one second. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Please see the link real quick for some reason. I'm gonna go over the trial, like a brief summary of the trial and some stuff, and then I'm gonna go over all the stuff I have on Amber Turd. We'll just give them here. Hey Pam. Oh, and if anyone wants to come up, I will post the StreamYard link. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I'm trying to figure out how to pin a comment. I have no idea how to do it. Well, it's in chat. I don't know how to pin it though. All right, let me get started. So I'm just gonna go over like all the witnesses who were at the trial and kind of like what they said. Hey, Queen. All right, I'm only gonna probably be live for like an hour and a half, and then I'll come over there. So let me get to the witnesses. So the first witness they had on was Christy Dembrowski. She's Johnny Depp's sister. Hey, Sarah. Actually, oh, wait a second. Yeah, you can share, Queen. Thank you. Oh, I got all kinds of funny TikToks and stuff too. Hey, Dutch. Oh my gosh, I was rewatching the testimony of Dr. Curry, and I was watching TikToks of her and all these guys making jokes about when she puts her glasses on. I like the moment she puts her glasses on. Hey, babe. Wait, I'll press link again. Hey, Colleen. If anyone wants to come up and should talk with me, I'll do that. Anyway. Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, sorry, babe, but she's hot.
We're deep in the rabbit hole, aren't we?
Yeah, she is hot, so I'll give you that. I'm not mad at you for saying it. She's pretty hot.
Huh?
Dr. Carrie. No, my hubby said that. Sorry, babe, but she's hot. Talking about Dr. Curry.
Oh, she definitely is. Like, come on, I'm crushing on her. Like, for real.
Wait. I'm gonna pull up the TikTok real quick before I start because it's really funny. There's one. Oh wait, I don't know which one is the witch. I think it's this one. Yeah. How do I call it? Let me move it and I'm gonna share it. This one had me cracking up.
Yeah, people were very creative with the TikToks and all the kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I've been looking at them all day and they're hilarious, especially the ones about Amber's lawyer. She's a whole mess. Elaine.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're gonna play this right
Emily D. Baker calls her Umbridge.
Oh wait, I think it's stuck in reading, huh? There we go. And then they let water like drip out of their mouth like this. I seem like so.
She does give off this like sexy librarian
Yeah, she does, especially when she puts the glasses on. Total.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love Emily Baker too. I love what like she just cracks me up. Like
yeah.
her the way that she comments, like her commentary is just so funny.
Well,
And then
I've
she
been.
calls. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, no, you. It's your panel, so.
She calls everything out like before it happens, like hearsay, leading the witness.
Yes. I've actually I love Emily D. Baker, but I've been taking a trip over to Legal Bites because they have a couple of attorneys and body language, because she also has Spidey from the behavior panel. Um,
Oh,
what is
I
it? The
love the
behavior
behavior.
panel? I think
What's his
it's the
name?
behavior panel. Spidey, the dude, the dude with the dark hair.
Uh,
Let me check
there's there's the
before I
bald
say.
guy, and then there's Scott, and then there's Chase, who like is like the good looking one now, the guy, and then there's the British guy, Mark, I think his name is. But her hair is my next color job. Oh, there was another TikTok with this girl, right? And she's dressed just like Dr. Curry, and her hair is just like Dr. Curry. And she's like, I just want to ask her a few questions. Like, so you're basically like, what's the chick from Legally Blonde name? Like, basically Legally Blonde, but a doctor. She's like, what color is your hair? Because I want to get that done on my next hair job. They were hilarious. What's it called? The TikToks, I was dying. And Elaine is really a trip. And the muffin story where she's like, oh, you went to his house and and had drinks, trying to make it like she was like over there to seduce him, which I think says a lot about Amber Heard, because if her lawyer was trying to make it like that Dr. Curry was over there trying to seduce Johnny, then Amber must have been, saying something along those lines about it. And then she's like, oh, and you brought muffins. And she's like, can we just talk about what happens though? Oh yeah, the Kate Moss. She brought up it. Well, they're saying now that they might try and I don't know. I guess they can get Kate Moss. I don't know if they can get her to testify or not, because it's kind of late
No,
now.
I'm not sure if they're gonna have her testify, but she opened the door for past relationships. They
Yeah, to be brought up,
stipulated,
right?
yeah, they stipulated in like the before they went to trial what they could and could not bring up in trial, and one of the stipulations was previous relationships.
Yeah. So basically, now that she said it,
Yes.
they can bring that back out, which would be great for Johnny, because she
Yeah.
has a domestic violence charge in her. Hey, Master of Disguise. She has a domestic violence charge with her ex.
Yeah.
And then I think even her friend Rocky Pennington even came out and said that Amber hit her once. The girl who testified for her. I think she testified. I don't know if she testified or did a
Yeah,
deposition.
well, that's a whole different story because, and I'm not sure if you knew this, but when she filed for the TRO, um,
Mhm.
Rocky Pennington and Io Tillett Wright were two of the people that corroborated her story. So
Yeah.
basically, they committed perjury because they lied. Um,
Well,
in
she
in her,
basically went and got this. She basically threatened, like, from what it looked like to me, she threatened Johnny, saying,
yeah,
like, if you don't give me this much money and what I want with this penthouse and this penthouse and whatever, then I'm going to go public and say you beat me.
yeah.
And then when she didn't get what she wanted, she shows up and gets a TRO with a bruise on her face, and then magically the next day the bruise disappears.
Yeah, but get this. That's not the only fucked up thing that she did, because she also, I'm not sure where he was at that time. Maybe he was still in Los Angeles, or he was already in a hotel filming another movie or something. But she showed up after she filed the TRO. which stipulated that he had to be um, not within 100 yards of her. She showed up at his hotel room asking for a fucking hug.
A hug.
Yeah. And he went mental. He was just like, after the shit that you pulled on me, you come over here asking me if I still love you and um wanting a hug? Like, are you kidding me? Like,
I
what is wrong with you?
I think he destroyed that house because he went into some kind of like psychosis after his finger got cut off. Like I think that caused him to go into some kind of like crazy shock or something.
Well,
And
he's always been known for trashing places. That's not it
yeah,
wasn't like
I mean it's not
a big
unheard of for him.
secret. Um I think that the thing that actually showed how far gone he was at that time was him dipping his fingers in paint and
Yeah,
writing messages. That to
they
me,
made it seem a lot worse though. He wrote on like mirrors and windows that it could be cleaned off. I mean, I know there was like still like 90 like $190 worth of damage or something like that, but it looked like he actually tried to like do it on things that it could be cleaned off of. And I think she helped trash the place too. Because did you hear that? Oh, you said you heard the recording where she's like,
yeah,
"I do some of this." I should
yeah.
play the recording. It's kind of long, but has everyone? Did anyone not hear the recording of the Gold Coast incident? Like after it all happened, because I can play it if nobody's like if some people haven't heard it. It's pretty
It's
uh,
damning.
damning. Yeah. Let me see. I know I
And
have it.
it's the entire recording also with, and this is what they can have in court, because it's also Dr. Kipper and Debbie Lloyd, um and I believe even Ben King, um talking about what the fuck they did. And
Sorry.
it just brings in this whole new perspective on what happened that night. Or
So wait, can they use the recording
no, they
for?
can't, because that's one of the stipulations that they had. And I think this is me speculating right now,
Yeah.
because all of Amber's stuff is mostly hearsay and just her talking
Yeah,
to her
yeah,
friends. I think they stipulated that only recordings where his voice and her voice are
be heard.
present. Yeah, those are the
Yeah,
only
and I
ones
guess
that can be
because
admitted into evidence.
I guess because that what's that guy's the guy's name who's dead? Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry Judge.
Yeah, isn't he in the thing? And then I mean they're his employees too, so maybe they. All right, I'm gonna play it. Hold on, let me see
Yeah.
if I can speed this up just a little bit. So um, hold on, let me make sure this is the right one before. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why the subtitles are French, but we turn them on. All right, I'm gonna play the recording. It's kind of long, but it's totally worth. Um, Here.
For reasons only she knows. Taking place in Queensland, Australia on March 8, 2015, mere moments after she claimed to have been physically assaulted, pushed, punched repeatedly, choked, slammed, and dragged naked over broken glass, allegedly leaving her with a swollen nose, a busted bloody lip, and countless slashes all over her arms, legs, feet, and body. The Sun newspaper, who Johnny Depp is suing for defamation, has not only parroted these ever-changing allegations, but are now helping her by adding claims that she was also sexually assaulted during this alleged incident. Johnny Depp. Johnny has submitted evidence that he was the one assaulted during this incident, with Amber throwing a large vodka bottle, breaking and severing his finger, and burning his face with a cigarette. Dr. David Kipper and nurse Debbie Lloyd. Amber Heard would have you believe this duo, who specialize in addiction, were solely tasked with helping Johnny. But as you listen to the audio, you'll realize they are very much present to help deal with Amber, who is having what I can only describe, in my opinion, as a manic episode. Make note that during the entire audio, not only does Amber not speak as someone who just moments earlier had been physically and sexually assaulted, but these medical professionals, along with everyone else present that you'll hear, are not even acknowledging any existence of the horrifying physical injuries Amber now claims she received. And let me make it very clear, Dr. Kipper and Debbie Lloyd are members of Amber's official medical team as well. I think she doesn't want you to know she was receiving treatment for her own addictions and psychological patterns and tendencies. In fact, their goal seems to be to calm her from her episode with Seroquel, an antipsychotic which Amber took regularly. Ben King. Ben was the estate manager for the couple's rented home while in Australia. He also flew home with Amber to drop her off with her friends and make sure she didn't kick off again. Jerry Judge. Jerry Judge, who has since passed on, may he rest in peace, can be heard in the majority of the audio. He was Johnny's head of security at the time, and it is very clear that he, at this point, was already familiar with Amber's tactics of manipulation. You'll hear him talking to others in person and on phone calls with various members of Johnny's team. There are interactions with Amber in which she appears to be scrambling to tell a story about what happened, a story that has continued to evolve to this day and, at the time, included nothing of physical or sexual abuse. I'll offer some closing comments at the end. I would really appreciate it if you stick around and didn't just take the audio without understanding the information surrounding it. So here goes.
I wish you fucking understood what you are and who you are and how you fucked me over and make me feel sick of myself and who you are. Where do you go? That's just because there's still time after this with that on. He's going to be screwed out. Otherwise, he's going to be screwed out. But I'm trying to find it. So, he did it. I can't find it anywhere. Now, it would have been elevated. It would have been where the initial injury. Well, actually, it could be in here too. So I just, so you know, I'm going to tell her.
I'm sure Nathan. I just want 10.
The majority of the blood, Debbie, is downstairs, but I went through that really carefully.
Oh, wait, there's a. Someone tried to clean something out. You know, I'm really concerned because he's got a lot of pain.
A lot of pain?
He's got a lot of pain also. I mean, you saw it. But it's a very important thing to get infected. My reason, which may be wrong, should be where all the blood is, and that's down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go get some hands and then I'll come back.
Yeah. I looked at it really carefully, I saw Ben's down there, he couldn't see it either.
Okay.
Didn't find it. Oh. All right, Jared.
Throw it in the trash and then it is.
My advice, Amber's gotta take care of herself, we're gonna take care of them, they can't be together now since it's all. So, however, Amber, I think she should be in Los Angeles. And this has to run its course, and this is not gonna be 2 days, it's 2 days.
How bad? I think somebody needs to find her.
Jerry's in love.
She won't touch her.
That's allegation.
I guess she didn't like Jerry very much.
Don't need to validate what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if there's another person. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I asked the same question to the other. And all of us said that, for that reason. Like, he's not gonna be manipulated, he just saw
That's
that.
it. He wasn't the manipulated guy.
Okay, is there trash that has?
Yeah, and I think he ratted her out to Christy.
Yeah.
About the old man comment.
You don't mess about that.
Oh, they have to wait.
What just be hard?
Hey, is he gone?
Yes.
He's got this all over. I mean, he's gonna get infected, so that we have some cars.
We don't have. How big a piece of skin are you looking for?
We're looking at this, we're looking at like a third of it. And that, I mean, he's gonna get cellulitis. That was a little bit. Maybe she should have some.
Yeah, tranquilizer.
Yeah, definitely. Can you imagine just having this conversation and like talking about finding a finger?
Nah.
50 circle? 300 grams?
Yeah.
She only usually takes 25, you okay with 50?
Oh, the Seroquel?
Yeah.
I'd be okay with 100, but here's 50.
He's like, overdose her. You can just hear Dr. Kipper is just so fed up with her.
This is guilt.
She won't take 50, I gave her 25 and 300 and said we reassess in a little bit.
And saying that as we speak, I'm saying, it's still what I'm talking to. So you know what's going on? She can't look at me, she can't listen. Because when that's on the street, obviously that she can't foul that. And the problem is, obviously, listening, she wants to go where he is, she knows he's home, so she's going to do something else like that.
And this was today, but I was just paying
What's the status of the guy? When did you start moving yourself?
I love Jerry because he's so polite to her, but he hates her guts.
Yeah. Also, she's stomping away. If you have glass cuts on your feet, you won't be able to do that.
Yeah, true. I didn't even think about that.
He's another one. He is a street one that I think sounds good. And on top of that, she likes to do it, but she hasn't given me the final answer that she wants. She wants to stay here and see it. Well, Ben's saying she's just happy. He's happy to go with that. So, you know, she's talking to me, she's trying to make it quite clear to me. She said, I thought I trusted you, but I don't, because you told me to come and call me if I found that. I suggest I did. I said, no, I'm happy. She turned around and said, I called 5 different times. I was executive assistant. Said that she was all dead, but that's what she was saying. I said, no, you said that. But I'm not going to let you. I told you all life being my two go on my job. So, and she is talking to me. She's obviously crying up and down. It has been given some minutes. That they said, I'm getting said she said 2 or 3 hours. I'm saying, no, I'm still going to know my body. Stay here. And said, if she gets up, she'll have to give her another one. She might see it for the night. So I'm deciding what to do. I'm calling children. I don't have anything here, but I don't want to get on that night morning. Ben's had to find the night. But what we also do is that this guy's coming up. This. Well, no, I have no point. I'm happy to do something. I'm happy to, as I said, there's a lot of the time. I'm happy to go back and hand her over. And then we get pictures of schools. But I always just said to Steve, tomorrow, as a film-wise, has to be cancelled. It's in no good state. It's in no good state. I'm still.
I think he's talking to Christy over here.
Okay, fine. Whatever you say, I'll just.
Oh yeah, he's definitely on the phone with Christy. I think.
Yeah.
When I say you wrote this mess, I mean, it's right. No problem. There is a TV she to come from in this, there's been bombs from. She admits to me, she threw first, she threw a bomb. She did first. She admits to me that. I said, she says, I still really good for things to do in my temple. He was shouting out the screen about hands stretches on her left arm. She said, he told me about it. We looked at it, and I've seen them stretches before a lot of people. And it's 100% just self-inflicted.
So crazy. Self-inflicted
Yeah.
nail marks.
But no mention of blood dripping down her legs or any other injuries. So.
This whole thing calmed down. You know, I've been hurt, I've been hurt, he's done this, I can understand. And she admitted also that she hit him first. She actually hit him in the face. But he has a small burn on the right hand side of his face, which she says, I see that yesterday. She said on Friday, he got a cigarette and put into his own face with a cigarette and himself out. He's not well. We need to help him out in every way we possibly can, but we need to help him. And I felt convinced that she got the money good here. She's sometimes listening, sometimes not. And I said, you can't help her. You can't. You two need to be separated because we don't know, but you need to leave them alone. By the way, we have now found a piece of collection of the center. It's packed in ice, it's on its way back to the lowest of the planet. It's happening on some way back there, you know, back now, we can't. He just needs its jump location. And I'm still talking to her. She breaks down the facts. She's made it clear that he has told me that she is my job interested. I have to refuse on the job that I would get down. I cannot risk a contract with that program. And I said, I did. Because I'm not money. I'm not money for job. And at times, I went to her, she said, do you think he knows me? No, that wasn't part of my concept. She tells me she's going to I'm just, and I said, you go, because she said, no, that's it, I'm not going to it has to be so much fun in case she gets on. So, we all be leaving here to do the same hotel. I've got other concert and just in case. And I'll see what Malcolm wants to do. I'll see what Malcolm wants to do. Because rather than do something, it's not, it's not, hold on, so if you go to play home, back to England, I'll send it, if not, I'm going to be able to have a good idea about it. But it's all hidden this, it's all like, and one of the people is, no, I'm still back, I'm not trying to get that, it's go, I got that, you know, it's tonight, you go back. I see, I'm going to myself, let's take $75,000 for the wages.
It was definitely more than that. I think it was like 90,000 or like 100.
Yeah.
She said it didn't want me to start it. When I turned around and told him he was drinking, I came to calm down. He had something like that. And then he picked up one box and threw it away. But I know he's a certain moment person. Hang on a second, my daughter's going to come up and say, she did it. I did it. Right now, what's that? And he was looking at it. And then said, yes, and I thought called down the sink. But I was thinking yesterday, she was going to cross over. She doesn't sell her booze. So if you can, I don't know, and I don't say, no, I don't know. If you leave now, and this is the relationship with me, everything is out. All she wants to do, all she needs to do is let's leave it 100.
I think I should play it all out or fast forward to the end where she comes in again. It's like 30 minutes. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's long, but there's a lot in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that was what went at the TV or was
No, I look at the copy of the TV.
Right.
Yeah, the copy of the TV.
the evidence.
And I'm honest with you.
You do?
Why can't you see it? Because he's on sitting there. It doesn't make any difference, does it?
No. I thought I'd give a couple of minutes and help them finish packing.
I need to know what's that.
I need to look for actually up for it.
Let me know if it's under Christine and
I mean, I just said, okay, that's what I was going to do.
So sure we need. You can't play out. That's true. He's awake, I presume he's awake, that's what I'm saying. I can't say just left the hotel, so I'm assuming he's awake. But then to take him down the tap, it's done. But I will say, it is true, the quicker you get it done, the quicker it takes. It'll heal a lot quicker, okay? So, okay, well, let's see, we just get the room in 2 rooms, my name or whatever, or 2 rooms, choose my name, and then we'll see what she wants to do. Okay, well, she's changed her mind every 5 minutes, okay? Yeah. I understand. Okay. Well, he's dangerous. I'll be honest with you. I do believe the way she is, we need, if she kicks on, we need someone strong like me and I'll be with her. But I would say, Ben has been upstairs for 2 hours, he's talking to her, and he has a way of just keeping her calm.
Ben's the house manager, right?
Yeah.
Because his finger comes first. And you know what, seriously, if she has to stay here an extra 24 hours to get him sorted out, fuck it, she stays here for another 24 hours if we have to. Johnny's more important. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, the way she's talking, she's running down in the corner. At the same time, she's packing a bag, so she knows what she's doing. I don't think she intends to do anything stupid. She keeps saying, I don't want to leave him. I'm saying, look, he needs some time on his own. And then when he's on his own, we'll go on and you can talk on the phone, and then you can come back. But no matter what happens, she needs to leave Australia to get the fuck out of here. She really does. And that's what it's right there. She said she's doing at least a bottle of vodka.
I wonder if on 10 ecstasy tablets, having your finger cut off feels good.
I don't know.
I didn't say that. She said, yes, you are. That's because she told me, because she said to Jerry in London. And she asked me, I suggested. Okay, we're still talking, I'm trying to help her and clean up as much as we can. She seems to be quite happy, and that's it. And she seems to be happy if Ben travels with her. Now, she's also saying to me, if I stay here, do I promise that I'll keep her up to date in what's happening to him? And I said I would. She's still upstairs, she hasn't come down yet, we think she might be sleeping. Now, my question is to you, are you happy for that to happen? I don't care either way, I'm happy to travel to LA and drop her off. Christy, on the own, she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. No, I'm saying Amber, she does. She's not a fool. Yes, exactly. Now, yeah, bring her up and bring her through. We get a car and then take her to the apartment. And I asked her, would she go and see her shrink? She said she would. And as soon as he's calm, and as soon as David has given his medication and he gets himself sorted out, then maybe later on in a week, in 2 days, in 7, whatever David tells us, then maybe then she talk. But she keeps obviously doing everything and breaking down the tears, saying, shall I go, shall I go, shall I go? And why not? Yes, yeah, shall I leave, shall I stay here and wait? And I just said, look, I'll be honest with you, they don't want me to see him because at the moment that's the problem. And at least she's listening, but I'm very fine that she goes through the tears. Now, what I will say to you is that I know Nathan's working on it. I've just spoken to Stephen. They're at the hospital waiting for the hand surgeon to come in to try and get fixed on his finger. So that's okay. All right.
One had, used to be pressure killer. The other one was so that means you can go and also then Adderall, ecstasy, and I hate to be hasty. I hate the unknown that has to go, I hate the unknown.
I hate that I'm the one who has to deal with all the hurt. Like, shut up.
No, I was trying to make that a very calm, rational point. And I was talking to him. It's hard to tell somebody. No, it's hard to tell somebody. So he goes, walking backwards. And I was trying to talk to him. Rationally, and then of course it just came out, like, like when we got to that point where we're the same on. I feel so stupid, Jerry. I still over here and shit things.
I feel so stupid. Nobody cares about her. She just doesn't understand that nobody cares about her. It's just like, just shut up, pack your bags, and get the fuck out of here.
Jerry's such a gentleman too. Even
Yeah.
though he forgets.
I reckon we brought this up. Any problems with basically.
Oh, is that the table where she supposedly was essayed
Jerry?
on?
Since we don't have the hotel yet,
So there you have it.
She
I hope you have a
dropped the
better
tape
understanding of what
recorder.
actually happened.
Uh-huh.
I got the thing, the Twitter thing.
Yeah, that's the one that I posted in Discord.
Yeah, it's like a Twitter post.
Yeah. That's just disgusting if you hear it.
Let me see. Can you see it?
Yeah.
No, she's just sitting there whining about poor me. She wasn't trying to help anyone. And then she's got a fucking tape recorder or something. You can hear it drop. Or maybe it was her phone. I don't know. But like, and at one point she says, like, did I do this? Like, obviously she didn't remember the night. So how does she even, like, I think it was clear in one of the statements that she made that she didn't even remember what happened. Because she said something like, did I make this mess? Or like, did I do this?
Well,
It's
and
like, so how did you come up with all those stories about all the shit he did to you that night?
yeah, and the other thing is she perjures herself on the stand because she was saying that she never takes drugs. She never takes MDMA, and she just clearly admitted that she takes ecstasy,
Uh,
Xanax,
hallucinogens and Adderall.
and yes, exactly. So tell me again, Amber, that you are so against drugs when you're the biggest abuser in history. I don't know. It's just this bitch just rubs me the wrong way.
Rubs me the wrong way too. Or the picture where she took a picture of the table with the lines of coke on it. First off, that shit was staged, and second off, the straw they were using was a tampon applicator.
Yeah.
No man going in and getting a tampon applicator as a straw. She was obviously doing the coke too, because he ain't going in her tampons and pulling that out. If a man was
No.
gonna do it, they'd use $1 or, you know what I mean? Definitely her doing it too. Yeah, in the medical notes, she was documented too. Yeah, that site you sent me is amazing. I spent
Yeah,
all day looking
there's
at that.
so much information on there, and they keep adding stuff.
Yeah,
So
I got to a point where I was like, oh my God, I gotta stop reading. I was at work just not doing anything, just reading everything on there. But, oh wait, I'll put it in chat just in case anyone wants to look at it. But it is the best website ever. I mean, they have every document, hey, Free Boy Mom, live hopping.
oh yeah, Pam, that's a good one. The fact that she doesn't try to help him with cleaning up the mess, that is just so striking for her, because she's an entitled fucking brat.
I would be so embarrassed, like, oh my God, just like picking stuff up. Oh my God, I would be so embarrassed. Yeah, Amber is a total turd.
Oh, did you see, like, in Discord that I dropped a couple of screenshots what they did on IDMB?
Yeah, and then maybe database, they changed their name to
They
Amber
changed
Turd.
their name. Oh my God.
That's awesome.
They officially changed all of her names on all of her movies to Amber Turd.
That is epic.
That
I
yeah.
saw this video of Jason Momoa supposedly like sticking up for Johnny, but it
Yeah,
sounded
no, when he was supposedly watching the court case.
yeah, but didn't it sound like dubbed over a little
Yeah,
bit? Like,
that's not true. That's fake.
yeah, I was gonna play it, and I'm like, this don't sound right. Like, I'm
Nah,
not
yeah.
playing it because it doesn't sound.
He cannot, because of the contract with Aquaman, and he's still like linked to Amber. He cannot openly talk about it.
Yeah. Annalise, I can put the link in the description. I can send you the link too for the thing. It's instead of deep dive, it's depthdive.net, and it has every document from the UK trial to the Virginia trial to every picture, every video.
Yeah.
I mean, there's everything in there.
Mm-hmm.
They even have stuff that wasn't allowed to be used in court. So, hold on, let me play this. All right, I'm gonna play this real quick.
Sorry.
Just fucking, you want some more? Just say it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, it's not a free for all.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. Should I give you money? I have money in my purse in my car. I'll
don't
give
need
you
to do that.
$5.
You don't need to do that.
No, I'll give you 7.
Well, instead of reaching for my glass, give me your fucking glass.
I don't have a glass, but I can
Where's
give
your
you
glass?
$8 or $9.
Where's the glass I just gave you?
Can I have a sip out of yours, or are you worried about cooties?
This one.
No, I'll give you money.
Oh, good. Send
I'll
it to
give
me.
you money.
All right,
I'll
send it.
give
Send it
Travis
to me.
money.
There you go.
I'll give Travis money. I have cash in my car, and that way you don't have to worry about the waste of money. Is it okay if I have a sip? Yeah. I mean, I won't have more than $6 or $7 worth.
All right, cool. So $6 or $7.
So a sip or 2? Sip or 2? Or if I have more than 2 sips, should I write them? Well, I at least have $15. I don't know how much I have.
Down the fucking, you owe me nothing. Just get out.
No, maybe I should give you 15.
I don't want your
just
money.
in case I have 3 sips.
I want you to
No,
drink that
in
down.
case I
Take
have-
it with you. I
In
don't
case I
want.
have 3 sips, then maybe I should give you 15. But I can't give you more, so I don't want to take more than 3
I've been
sips.
miserable for too long.
Yeah. Oh, have you? So I should give you 20.
No.
I'm sorry. I'll give you a check for 5 then, because I don't have that extra 5. I have
Fuck
$15
around with
in my.
check.
No, you're right. I can give you my credit card number, or I can send you like a direct deposit. And
Oh,
then I
because
can
what?
give you
Oh, because
for
I don't,
$7.
because I don't have money. Is that what it is?
Should like antagonize them over money. Is that the one you were talking about, Dutch? I don't know if you want me to call you Dutch or Chantel. There's another one. I have it somewhere where she hits him and she's just like, or he's like, you hit me, and she's like, I didn't hit you. I smacked you, or I didn't have my fist closed or whatever. And then he's like, you definitely punched me. She's like, I didn't punch you. She's like, you're such a baby, like calling him a baby and being
Grow the fuck up, Johnny.
yeah, grow the fuck up,
I
Julie. Such a baby.
I linked another one in Discord, and that's the one that is like haunting me. That
It's
is
not that one that I played.
no, it was yeah, there were a couple, but this was the one that she was basically just making just showing that she was a fucking raging alcoholic. But
Is it the one that you said? Let me share this jarring audio.
yeah, I think it's that one.
Let me see.
I've been sharing so much stuff that I'm like, I don't even
I
know which one is which.
Anyway. All right. Let's see. All right. It's up. Tell me if you guys can hear this.
Oh, I don't regret. I don't regret.
What else?
I
What
don't
else
regret.
don't you do? Oh, come on.
I don't
C
regret.
word.
No, I
Come
don't
on.
regret.
Lay it on me. What else? What else other things do you want to add?
Can't talk to
You
you when you
fucking
sound
lying
like
piece of
Fozzie
shit.
Bear.
What? Oh,
Start
no,
your
I
kid
want
show.
to know. I want to know.
Get out your Ubers out.
Kind of wait. Go get it.
Yeah, I'll bring it.
Wait, is there no other place for you to run in your 15 other houses to go run? Come on, go be a real married man and go deal with your shit the way that a man does. Go run to the next house. Every man does.
Yeah.
Go. Run away. I know it's hard to look at yourself.
Fucking ridiculous
I know.
clown.
It's hard.
Panic fucking clown.
It's hard. It's hard.
Screwing everybody else
Poor
over.
thing.
Get
You're
your
right.
fucking.
I tried.
It was-
That's what I do.
You're the most spoiled fucking brat. And you've got everybody out here almost full, but
you're
don't
right.
last
You're
long.
right.
I've
I'm
been here a
sorry.
lot longer
You're
than
right. You got it
because
figured out.
You don't have figure out what you have to offer as opposed to going out and getting your tits out.
You're right. That's what I do.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
London feels is
You're right. You're right.
excellent choice.
Back to that. Well, I wonder what we else. I wonder what else we can reach for in the last 6 years. Oh no, it was 4 years ago. You're right. I'm sure there's other things you can.
So laugh.
No, I'm not laughing.
Or no, matter of fact,
I'm
laugh
not
here.
laughing. I'm not. It's
Oh.
serious. I'm sure you can find other things.
I know. And stripping. Man, well, there's always
No,
that. You can
You're
always
right.
go back
You
to
can write a
that.
book.
For
You can
another-
write a
for
book.
another
I
10
know you can
minutes.
write a book. Oh, is this gonna be good for your book? Oh, should I sign an NDA for your book?
You don't need
Your
to-
book.
I'm
Is
not
this
gonna-
gonna be good for your book?
I'm not even
Is this
making
gonna be
it
good
one.
for your book?
I'll write what I
Hey,
want. I'll write
I have a
what
good
I want.
idea.
I'll write what
How
I
about you
want.
somewhere of your journal? You don't want to sell out or anything. Let's sell your journal. Oh, wait.
Hey.
What a bitch.
This has been haunting me ever since I've heard this, because this is just an unhinged fucking piece of shit.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna find that letter. I know I have it. I just gotta figure out where.
Yeah, girl, same. Like, I've been screenshotting and saving stuff, and I'm lost.
Yeah. I
So
have
deep.
like 70
so-
pages. I have stuff on my
Exactly.
messenger, stuff on Twitter, stuff on my
Yeah.
email.
Yeah.
I will find it. Hold on.
Well, I know that I'm gonna like be okay for the next couple of days until court starts over again. But my God, I'm deep in this rabbit hole. I'm obsessed with this case. There's so much that is actually just contradicting everything that she said on the stand. That makes me wonder, why the fuck are they not just saying, let's just strike this entire testimony because it's just bullshit. We can provide evidence and just be done with it.
I mean, honestly, I've never been so excited for a cross examination. And I've
Oh,
watched a lot of cases where I just like I cannot wait, and I really hope. What's the girl's lawyer name? Camille.
Camille Vasquez.
I hope she does it too.
Well,
I hope
she was on top of it. Like she was so on it with the objections and just getting the I don't know, the thing that most attorneys do is getting the flow of the conversation or the flow of the interrogation just interrupted, and she did an amazing job.
Yeah, she was awesome. And then you have fucking Amber Turd's lawyer objecting to his own question.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, that it is like their lawyer team is a fucking circus. I don't even, excuse my language, but they really are. Like they're just,
She got them from Wish.
yeah, like they're pulling stuff out of thin air, objecting to their own questions. She called the Dr. Hughes, Dr. Curry.
Oh, did you see her face when she
Yeah,
did that?
But
But
it's because Dr. Curry was so hot they couldn't stop thinking about her.
of course, but she also had a point. She just basically predicted everything that Amber was doing on the stand for the last couple of days. And this is the thing that I have a big issue with. Dr. Hughes was saying it's IPV by Johnny, so that's why she has PTSD. First of all, if she has PTSD, she would not be death staring at her so-called abuser or have her PR firm. Did you see the PR firm? The statement that they put out?
No, I didn't see the statement.
Oh, well, basically what's in the statement is that Johnny is a piece of shit and he has been for their entire marriage, and he doesn't even have the balls to look at her in her face. But Johnny said
He was drawing. They showed what he was doing, and he was
Yeah.
literally drawing pictures and showing them to his lawyer.
yeah, exactly. But he also said, and this was, I don't know if he said it to Amber or he said it to someone else, but there's I think it's audio or something. He said, I will never let my abuser look me in the eye ever again. And he
Yeah.
has been consistent with it.
Yep.
And she has been just staring at him, willing him to look at her. She's just obsessed with him.
Yeah. Oh, she really is. And she looks at the jury so much. Like she'll just
Yeah.
be all emotional, then look at the jury, and then be all emotional again, look at the jury. Like she's so, I don't know what it is. It's like she's like trying so hard for the jury to believe her. There's just one part that was super, the part where they accused Johnny of peeing in the hallway.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And he starts, he makes a face like, the fuck? And then he's like, no, I definitely would have knew if I seen his penis.
Yeah.
I have a TikTok of it, I think, that I saved. I just gotta find it. But I have the letter. Here, guys. I'm gonna share my screen again.
Well, Playboy, I actually think that he doesn't give a shit about the money. For him, it's just justice. He wants his story out. He wants everybody to know that even though he did stupid shit in their relationship, he is also a victim of abuse.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's so upset that anyone could ever say that about him, which I would be too if I'm not there. You know what I mean? I don't like, he has kids and children. Oh, and in one of the recordings, did you hear where she says to him, like, I hope Jake's stepfather teaches him how to
I
like
I would
something.
fucking deck her. I
Bringing
would
up
deck
his
her if
kid.
she said that. Yeah.
Like, come on. Everyone knows in arguments you don't cross the kid line. You know what I mean? And she was saying, I hope his stepfather does this for him and do
Yeah.
that for him. Oh, man.
Yeah, but she has been doing that off and on when she was on the stand with this tiny jabs and tiny jeers about taking care of Lily Rose and all that kind of stuff. She was trying to like shoo it in, but Camille was like, "Nope, not on my watch, bitch."
Yep. I can't make this bigger, I don't think, but I'll read it because I can't
Yeah.
make it bigger.
I'll
So
mute myself.
basically, Whitney is Amber's sister, and she got kicked out of their penthouse and had to stay with her previous employer. If I get anything wrong, Chantel, let me know. But it's her previous. I think she was like friendly, I guess, with her previous employer, and they kicked her out of the penthouse, and she had to go stay with them or something. Well, anyway, she told her employer what happened and some stuff about her past, and then the employer is writing her an email now saying like, please don't like ruin your life for your sister. So I'll read it. It says, Dear Whitney, this is one of the most important letters that I have ever written in my life. I asked to write a letter to you in my own words after receiving 2 subpoenas yesterday to give testimony of my knowledge of what happened, to lead you to stay with me after leaving the Eastern Columbia building and the penthouses of Amber and Johnny. The reason this letter is so important to me is that you, my chosen sister, are so important to me, and I am hoping that the truth will set you free from a lifetime of abuse and being forced to live someone else's life instead of given the freedom to live your own. I feel that I'm writing this on behalf of everyone who loves you and wants to help save you from yet again fighting a battle that is not yours to fight. Outside of Google alerts for the charity and what is a media circus going on right now, I have been unaware of the ins and outs of what is happening between Amber and Johnny. It was brought to my attention that you made reference to Amber kicking you out of the penthouses and went to live on your boss's floor. Oh, on your boss's floor. Sorry, I thought that was like quotes on you. So kicking you out of the penthouses and went to live on your boss's floor. I don't think it took them too long to connect the dots and figure out who your boss was at the time. I've been trying to catch myself up to speed on everything, and I'm afraid that there are different storylines between what I shared and what you shared. So basically, she's saying they figured out. She made reference to Amber kicking her out of the penthouse, and that she had to go live on her boss's floor. And they looked into it and found her boss, and then they questioned her boss. And then she realized that she gave them a different. I guess she realized after she already did it, that she had given them a very different account than Whitney had given them, because Whitney pretty much lied for her sister. She says, I spoke with Adam Waldman this morning and was asked some questions and answered honestly with my account of the situation. Just so you know, Adam was respectful, kind, and understood my allegiance, and all of this is to you and you alone. I have never been more upset during any of this drama than I am right now at the thought of Amber asking you to leave Gavin and Hunter to go to London and entangle you in all of this. And this is before the UK trial, I guess. If you feel that you've been asked or compromised in any way to do anything that might perjure yourself, I beg you to recant, and for once in your life, think of yourself first. You have found an incredible man and have this beautiful, amazing child, and if anyone would ever put you in a position to risk that, they do not love you. I have shared the names of the other staff at the Art of Elysium who were on board while you were there and heard your accounts of these situations. I am not sure if they will be subpoenaed, but their names have been submitted to the record. I hope you know that the little family created during your time at the Art of Elysium all love you very, very, very much. It crushes my soul knowing that you may hate me for the rest of your life and never speak to me again. Losing your friendship is something that I am willing to risk if it frees you, Hunter and Gavin, from all of this and allow you to build your family and your life for you and you alone. You've been my every prayer, every thought, and every consideration. I stated while being questioned that I do not have dates nor timeline because when you showed up to stay with me, I never thought twice about giving you a home and was happy to provide you with my guest room and have you in the safety of my place. I never wrote down when you moved in nor when you left because my home was and will always be your home. I have entered to record that I am happy to share any text messages, emails, or anything they need from that time to help appropriately piece together specific dates and an accurate timeline. I have offered anything that I have to help shed light on the absolute truth and put an end to all of this to move on with the next chapter of your life. I promise you the next chapter will be your best yet. The things that came up during the deposition with Adam are as follows. The incident on the stairs, that was being one of the inciting events that led you to ask to move in with me. You told me and others on staff that you tried to stop Amber from attacking Johnny and nearly got thrown down the stairs. At no point in time was it ever said to me that Johnny had hit Amber nor abused her in any way. Had you ever expressed concern that Johnny was abusing Amber, I would have gotten a social worker or someone to help you to remove your sister from the situation. I would have done anything to help you in any way. My father reminded me this morning that I told him that Whitney had moved in with me because she was terrified of her sister. While you were living with me, you told me Johnny kept checking in to see how you were doing and that he called you sis and you called him brother. You said to me on multiple occasions that you did not know why he was staying in it, nor why he was putting up with Amber's abuse. You shared with me the damage endured by both of you as children and the injury you had suffered from Amber, both physiologically and physically. You were devastated during this time, and my heart broke for you. My heart still breaks for you right now. When you came back from New York, I believe it was for the Tribeca Film Festival, the Adderall Dice premiere, or both. You shared with me and everyone in the office that Amber freaked out, attacked you, and threw a wine glass full of red wine at you in the elevator. Again, my dates are uncertain. I am 100% certain of what you shared and have asked a few others who have heard it in the office to make sure my facts are accurate. So basically, Amber threw a full glass of red wine at her in the elevator, at her sister. While Amber and Johnny were in Australia, you were in the office sitting in the back, in the office sitting in the black and white chairs near the kitchen and loudly proclaimed, "Oh my God, she has done it now. She has cut his fucking finger." I am not sure if this was before or after Bill and Pistol were back in the U.S. and coming into the office. The other staff was in the office at that time and might have a better grasp of the date. Yeah, I think she started a lot of this too, Queen. Well, I'm pretty certain she definitely started a lot of stuff. Like, you can see just through so much evidence that she did. It said, in regards to the extramarital affairs, I only have information that you and others shared with me. It is my understanding all of that is completely irrelevant other than James giving his sworn testimony to what he did or did not see on Amber's face that day in the elevator. I told Adam that if James were asked anything at all, that I know without a shadow of a doubt that he would speak the truth because I know his heart and his conscience and the spiritual journey that he is on to be accountable for anything he has ever done that might have inadvertently hurt anyone and to go to great lengths to make amends, to do what is right truly. I encourage him to speak to James directly. While Elon came up in the deposition, I shared only what I know from you and Paige. February 9th, 2019, when I came to see you and meet Hunter, is when the conversation with you and your mom took place. I told them I had been told that Elon had gifted Teslas, but Amber found out that they were bugged. I was told that Amber said he was controlling, abusive, and that she was in a legal battle with him over rights to embryos that they had created together. By the way, she had a baby by surrogate, I think, if I got that correct. He wanted to destroy them, and Amber tried to keep them to have a baby, and she did have a baby. That is the day that your mother told me that Johnny was either an angel or a saint compared to Elon, and she wished that Amber and Johnny would reconcile. I was indeed taken aback because this was after the divorce and when Hunter was under a year old, and I was at your house. She told me that Amber and Johnny were still in touch and that they were each other's true loves or something to that sentiment. You were still going through the emotions of having a baby and all the ups and downs, and I could not believe that Amber and Johnny's relationship was being discussed while you were the one who needed to be the focal point and needed our support. I think I called Tosh when I left your house, but need to look at my phone records to be sure when I called It was someone who knew everything from you. No, I lost it. Oh my god. Hold on. How do I get back to it? Just went down. Here it is, sorry. I think I called Tosh when I left your house, but need to look at my phone records to be sure whom I called. It was someone who knew everything from you, and I confided in them how concerned I was after visiting you. The other things that were discussed were the character reference letters that I wrote on behalf of Amber for her volunteering with the charity, the $250,000 donation that came as an anonymous donation on behalf of Amber Heard. I shared that I believe that the contribution was from Elon, but have absolutely no recollection of you telling me that, but for some reason that was put in my head by something either you or someone else on staff said. Your thoughts on Rocky freeloading off of Amber and then freeloading off of Johnny, and your overall thoughts on Rocky. I let them know that I did not think that there would ever be a world in which you would conspire with Rocky to do a cover up for Amber, given your feelings about her. And after the art of Elysium had been used in press during the divorce, I had been asked on multiple occasions to write letters regarding Amber's volunteering with the charity, and no donation came into the art of Elysium, but went to Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and that the ACLU, that Amber's publicist told me that they were more prominent charities with more significant press reach and got international press. You were aware of all that already, but just wanted to share everything that was discussed. I asked if we're okay to write to you in my own words because I know how easily things can get distorted or twisted. You know me, and I know that if subpoenaed or brought into this or anything else, that I would always be honest. I love Amber and I have compassion for her because she is your sister, and I know what you guys went through as kids. The two of you have literally been through hell together, and I know you would do anything in the world for her. She's your older sister. You just lost your mother, and you are a mom for the first time. It is time she thought of you and your needs and put them above her own needs. Asking you or even agreeing to have you leave your husband and child and involve you in all this is selfish beyond comprehension. You, Whitney, are worthy of love, worthy of being seen for all of your light and beauty, and worthy of not having to clean up another mess that is not yours. During this time of social change and movements, Me Too, Time's Up, Black Lives Matter, and all of the actions working to set the scales of justice back to being well, just people have to be willing to come forward with the truth. It took 2 subpoenas to get me to be forthcoming with what I've been told, but I do believe in people and feelings who have bear witness to all of this will also step up and speak their truth. Whitney, I just want you to be somewhere with your husband and child living your life, not concerned about any of this. You deserve that. I love you very much, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a powerful statement.
It is. And I think it's huge because her sister said on the steps that didn't she say that Johnny tried to hit her and then Amber hit Johnny defending her?
Yeah,
Or,
but there's inconsistencies in that story because apparently Whitney wasn't even close to both of them.
yeah, Travis said he was the one in between them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Whitney, her sister, what I think she lied at the didn't she testify at the UK trial or at least do a deposition?
Well, she did a deposition at least in this case, but
Yeah.
she didn't finish it.
Yeah, well, she basically said that, like lied for her sister, and Amber claimed that she hit Johnny in the face because Johnny was trying to hit her sister and she just like lost it and hit him. But Travis, the security guy, said that's not true because he was actually in the middle of Amber and Johnny during the fight.
Yep.
Yeah, Whitney does seem to have a pattern of protecting her sister.
Well,
There's
Whitney, yeah, I think we're about to say the same. So go ahead.
The YouTube video where they're talking. I was gonna say the YouTube video where they're talking about. I think it's like their other sister or a friend of theirs is joking with Amber, talking about how Amber hit her sister.
Well, Whitney actually was in a real life whatever kind of show, a reality show, and she showed up on set with bruises around her neck.
No, really?
Yeah, so they asked her like what happened, and she didn't want to talk about it. And then I don't know, one of the other girls were like putting two and two together. I'll try to find the link to it. They were putting two and two together and were like, did your sister do this? Did she do this to you?
Oh my god.
And I'm not sure if she actually like
Admitted
admitted
it.
to it, or I don't know. That's kind of hazy to me, but it is like showing a pattern of behavior, abusive behavior. But also get this, and this is something that I read in a Twitter thread. Like I was like bombshell, like mindfuck, like yes, how? Um, they divorced in 2016, right?
Yeah.
Or at least
Yeah.
she got the TRO first.
May 27th, 2016.
Yeah. Okay, and she got the TRO based on something that happened on May 21st, 2016.
Is that the one where they had the body cam footage of the police going there and like nothing's wrong with the house? And Joshua,
I'm not sure if that's the same one, but she claimed that he threw a phone at her face. And
yeah,
Io was there and Rocky was there, so they both testified to whatever, so she got the TRO. But
because I know
if
Rocky was at the one where the cops show up and
yeah,
the cops said they saw no injuries on her face and the house looked fine.
yeah,
Like there was they testified to saying that they didn't notice any like abuse or anything. I'm going to share something real quick too. Look, this is a picture of Elon and Amber, and you can see. I don't know how I can zoom this in, but you can see on his face right here, he has a big bruise on the side, like near his temple.
yeah.
And she was arrested for domestic violence. She was arrested for domestic violence against her ex-girlfriend, right?
Yeah,
Taja?
Tasha.
Taja? Yeah.
And there's also a lot of pictures floating around of Amber having bruised knuckles. So
Oh yeah, I heard about that too. And then here's another one. So the night of the Met Gala, 2014,
mm-hmm.
she says that Johnny broke her nose.
Yep.
And actually, the next day they went to an event called it was a special honoring Don Rickles,
Yeah.
and they were both there. Now I get maybe some people don't swell or whatever, but
Is that
like
the so-called headbutting
with a
that happened?
broken nose though, like there's no way. There's no way you have a
Yeah,
broken
there's no way.
nose and you look like this. Wait till you see this. She looks perfect. At least if she had broken her nose, you would see like a little bit of swelling or
Mm-hmm.
something. There's her nose is absolutely perfect. There's another picture too.
Well, didn't she also claim that she went on the James Corden show the day after she was also molested by Johnny and had two black eyes and a broken nose and a busted lip and all that kind of stuff?
I have that
And
picture
she,
somewhere
she
with
said,
on the talk show.
yeah, and she said that the makeup artist from the talk show had a difficult time like concealing everything, but they managed to do it.
Yeah.
That woman, Samantha, actually came forward and she was like, she didn't have any bruises, she didn't have anything, no black eyes, no nothing, there was nothing there.
Yeah, the makeup artist dined her out, right? And said
Yep.
that, you know.
Well, and
Oh,
this is with the TRO, what I was just getting at. If you are getting a TRO and you actually wanted to get, because that's the goal that she had. She wanted a DVRO. for domestic violence, so that he could get arrested or whatever, so that she could claim
And she
half
could still
of.
stay at the house, and he couldn't.
Exactly,
kick her
exactly.
out.
She didn't get it because she got a TRO, because she only called into incidents that happened. But why wouldn't you call in the incident that so-called happened in Australia in 2015, where you were so-called molested with a fucking whiskey bottle? Because that's enough proof to actually get someone
And I mean,
arrested for the.
who supposedly gets violently molested with a bottle? Trigger warning. Sorry, guys. I should have said
Yeah.
that before I was talking about. But she said she violently got molested with a whiskey bottle, right?
Mhm.
But then why doesn't she go to a doctor? I mean, there's no way if that happened that I wouldn't not go to a doctor. Like, she said she was bleeding in the bathroom and throwing up. There's just no way. Like, I would.
Not only that, like if that happened, Dr. Kipper and Debbie Lloyd were there hours after they trashed the place. They would have seen all the cuts, all the bruises, all the
Yep.
swelling, because he also, according to her, like punched her in the face, hit her head against the wall, strangled her, dragged her across broken glass, and all that kind of stuff. They didn't see anything.
Yep. So the picture I put up, this is Rihanna when she got attacked by Chris Brown. Now
Mhm.
this is Amber Heard at that talk show, right? One
Yep.
day after the alleged attack that supposedly left her with 2 black eyes, a split lip, after being punched, headbutted, and abused for several minutes by Johnny Depp.
Mhm.
Like, she looks totally fine in here too. And then, speaking of makeup, you had the makeup thing where the lawyer holds up the Milani makeup and
Oh
says
God,
she
yes.
carries this in her purse, to every day. And here they didn't even make the makeup until after they had already broken up.
Yep. She
And
got
then,
called out by a fucking makeup brand.
yep, yeah, they did call her out on it.
Oh, and there's something else. There's something else, by the way. People figured out that the book that she so-called got at the Australian airport, I think it's either Brisbane or Sydney. I don't know which one of the airports she was in, but she said that she got a book about couples therapy or relationship fixing or whatever. That book wasn't even out at that point. It came out in August of 2016.
Oh my God. I mean, like,
So,
it's like they're not even trying, I swear. Like, are her attorneys
well,
even trying? Like,
I'm not sure if her, money can buy you a lot of things. I think that in their case, they're just like, okay, we're in this, we're just gonna do this, and we're gonna see what fucking happens. We don't care anymore.
what sticks? We're
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
throw
see
stuff
what
at the
sticks.
wall.
Exactly. That's basically what. But the thing is, the trial only is about the defamation.
And I was so tired of hearing about how drunk Johnny was all the time and how inebriated when this woman spent $160,000
Mhm.
on wine. And
Well,
she
and
was doing Adderall,
yeah,
Xanax, hallucinogens. I mean, she was definitely doing cocaine too. She was doing everything under the sun. But when they talk about it with her, it's like, oh yeah, she's just, having fun. But Johnny, it's like, obviously she has a major problem as well, not just Johnny.
well, let me ask you this: if you love someone like with all your heart and you want to be with them for the rest of your life, and they're going through massive detox because they finally hit the breaking point and they are like, I need to change. This is not okay. I need to get sober. Like, for real.
Yeah.
How fucking mental is it that she just basically fucked him over by not giving him his medication?
Oh yeah,
And
she was withholding his medication and making him
yeah,
beg for it and shit.
and by drinking in his presence, by taking all the drugs that he is like trying to kick the habit of. and then be mad at him for
Yeah.
saying, I don't want you around at the moment that I'm detoxing, because I need to do this on my own. I need to go through this on my own.
Yeah, because she was abusing him even in that way. Like, not actually. Hey, Pam.
Hey,
Hi,
can you hear
Pam.
me okay?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
you. My mic a little bit away.
Something I found interesting was, when she went to go file the TRO, she was wearing, it was so staged. She was wearing like this black dress. She had minimal makeup on. She was just looking at the ground all somber and shit. And when Johnny lost the, excuse me, I caught the yawns. When Johnny lost the UK case, she goes and she wears the same dress and like does like this Instagram post about sometimes, you know, you need to wear a dress from 4 years ago or some shit like that.
Oh, God.
And her last post on social media, she talked about how she's going to be silent for a while because of this case, and she hopes that everyone can just move on with their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just interesting to kind of see, you know, she was riding that high of the attention in the beginning, but now and a lot of this information's been out for a long time. And when she looks like an asshole too, she's like, well, I just hope we can all move on with our lives. It's like,
Yeah, now suddenly the spotlight's on her. Suddenly she wants to move on with her life when before she wanted to ruin Johnny's.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
ironic.
that tweet is actually going to bite her in her ass, because I'm not sure if it's that tweet or another one, but she hyperlinked the op-ed again.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the case, like when they were moving for dismissal?
Mm-hmm.
Two were thrown out by the judge, and the other was under advisement or something. They
Yeah,
have to
she
prove.
accepted two of them and said, like, yeah, threw them out for the dismissal, and one's under advisement because she doesn't have the evidence to decide it or not.
Yeah.
I think she has plenty of evidence now to take that in, since she talked about the bottle and shit. Like, I was listening to a lawyer on TikTok, and he was talking about how she just ruined her whole case, because in the beginning, her defense team was her lawyers and stuff. They really built this really large definition of DV,
Mm-hmm.
to encapsulate all of these things, right? And
Yeah.
she gets on the witness stand, and she makes that definition so much smaller, because she's providing all of these examples of what happened, you know.
Yeah.
So now the jury is going to be like, instead of looking at this broad idea of DV, they're going to be like looking at these instances, and they're going to hear about how she didn't provide her the right stuff to be analyzed by the IT people. And they're like, well, she's hiding stuff, and she's really narrowed this definition down for us, and I think it's going to bite her in the ass.
Well,
Yeah,
not
like
only that.
why wouldn't you hand over your phone just so they can get approximate dates?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's shady. I hope they sanction her for it.
I think she is going to get sanctioned for it. What else was I going to say?
She's only gonna get like fined for it. They cannot press charges or whatever. It's not up for perjury or anything. So that's a bummer.
They can't like how the judge did in the Morphe case, like strike something out of her. Like, they can't sanction her in some way like that.
I
No,
think that's how they're gonna do it. I think she's gonna get sanctioned and like what did Emily Baker say? She's like the jury is gonna get some sort of notice from the judge
yeah.
about how she withheld this evidence that could have proven something. I was gonna say something. So I liked how I was listening to Emily Baker and she talked about how Amber didn't testify to the way that these injuries felt, right?
Yeah.
Like physically felt, and she talked about how when she was questioning witnesses who had been assaulted, there was always like kind of this pattern of, they would tell me how it felt to get punched or how it felt to get hurt. Like she talks about her feet getting scraped, her feet like getting glass all over her feet. So
she was focusing on weird stuff like the
yeah.
beautiful wooden floors and the white tiles and all
Or
that
the dirty carpet when they
the
have
dirty
maids.
carpet. Yeah.
They have fucking maids. How is the carpet filthy? I'm sorry, I'm just not buying that.
But like
But,
whenever
yeah.
whenever I've injured the bottom of my feet, I am like, and I go to try to walk somewhere. Have you ever like burnt your foot or hurt your foot and then
Yeah,
it's like
hurts like
it's
hell.
like
You
you're
can't even
hyper
step on it.
focused on walking.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to hear that she was like she's like, and I got glass in my feet, but then we didn't hear anything about how it felt for her to be walking or
Well, I think this has something to do with her possible mental health status because she, according to Dr. Curry, and I wholeheartedly agree with her after seeing her on the stand, she has borderline personality disorder, which has been proven that she has.
And histrionic person,
histrionics.
which or histrionic, yeah, that's the same thing. What's his name had too, wasn't it? ML.
Yeah.
Wasn't he diagnosed with the same stuff, like love, the attention in the public?
Mike wasn't he histrionic and narcissistic personality? They're just
Yeah,
a little
and
bit
bipolar,
different.
right? And bipolar.
And bipolar. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's bipolar too because she took medication for it.
Maybe.
I need to find it because there is proof that she has because she had a therapist for years and Dr. Hughes actually perjured herself because she said that she didn't find any evidence of any disorder, only the PTSD, which is a straight up lie because she has been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, anxiety disorder, possibly ADHD. She had an eating disorder and I believe bipolar or the histrionic. I think it was the bipolar disorder.
Yeah, and then she said that she diagnosed her before even giving her that PTSD test or whatever. She's like, "Oh, I do it with all my patients."
Yeah, well, that's basically just gonna lose her license because if she
she can't lose her license. I mean,
if they can prove
it was unprofessional of her because she wasn't working in the capacity that she was required to. So she was, as a forensic psychologist, she has to do the tests and make an informed decision based on the evidence of the tests. Like if she was treating her and she's like, I've noticed these signs and I think we need to work on these symptoms that look like PTSD. I think that's a little bit different. So she was almost treating her like she was a therapeutic client. It was weird because she stepped over that threshold, right? Whereas Dr. Curry, she had boundaries with her work with Amber, right? Whereas the other one, it was like she was acting like this was her patient and she had to. And when they're your patient, you have to, you got to, you're supposed to believe them. You're supposed to care. You're supposed to have, care as best. That's not the best word I want to use, but it's the word that comes from the mind.
I get what you want to say, but she has been retained by her lawyers. So her lawyers were basically the ones who were gonna go for they strategized this. They were like, because she was retained in 2019, and they were
Mhm.
like, we need to find something that would make her look like the ultimate victim. So
Oh
they came
yeah.
up with the interpersonal or the intimate personal violence or something. I don't know what the fuck it's called. IPV.
Intimate partner violence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see the part where Dr. Carey was on and fucking Elaine? I can't stand that lady. When she goes, you know you're up here because your opinion is biased or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, she looks at her like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like everyone looks
Well,
at the lawyer like you don't even make sense. This is a doctor. Like
the
Yeah.
fun part to me was actually that she was asking all those questions, like, is it possible for them to feel alienated, and is it possible for the abuser to victimize themselves? And she was basically just describing Amber to a T.
oh
And
yeah.
you could
Yeah.
see Dr.
So
Curry sitting in the bench like, yeah, you're the one who's actually representing her. Like, come on.
you know how you guys have you guys read Mike Long's I'm gonna pull this in with the Amber Heard stuff. But have you guys read Mike Long's psych report that he had done? Because that's a
I do.
forensic psych report.
I do.
And
I don't remember it all, but I do remember a lot of it, like how he just like he went with work to like London and then just like disappeared for days.
mhm.
Like and he
It,
would just, it was crazy to hear all the like weird stuff that he did. I didn't like that was pretty shocking.
yeah,
Uh,
and it's important because it's so you gotta think like it was in that report. It was showing instances where all of these issues were coming up as red flags, right? So you got to think that in Amber Heard's report from Dr. Curry, she's going through this history of hers, and she's like documenting these experiences, like when she hit Rocky, and she probably saw the video of Whitney with the bruises, and she probably documented that up there. You know, she probably has like this full history of it, where it's kind of like it shows this gradual progression of this issue that she has.
Mhm.
And yeah, I was gonna go somewhere with that, but I don't remember where I was going. Lost my train of thought.
I love
It
when
was
that
linked.
happens.
It was linked to Michael Long, but
Yeah, it was just, and it wasn't like to bring him in, but it was just kind of like, you know, oh, I was gonna go like the psychiatric tests that they do are really good. They're designed for they're specifically designed for this. They're
And
tested
they're
and
designed to be able to tell if they're lying and stuff too, right? Like they're
mhm,
specifically designed to tell if the person is lying in his answers too, to like
yeah.
yeah.
sound good. Yeah,
And
they're like
like
really accurate tests.
so when somebody has like a disorder, you can have and it's like on a day by day basis, you can show like she said, she had 19 symptoms of PTSD, but you
Yep.
don't wake up every day and experience all 19 symptoms of PTSD. And over time, you might lose a symptom or gain a symptom. It's not like this static where it has to stay this amount of things. And that's for like every disorder too, right? So I liked that Dr. Curry pointed out that how convenient it was that when she did this PTSD test, she made sure to answer the questions that highlighted these 19 symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
Because normally in a normal patient, they might lose or gain some over time, and that test for that is also kind of a snapshot. So, they might have had 19 symptoms of PTSD 5 years ago, and maybe they've gotten help and now they have 16 signs of PTSD now,
Yeah, it's also like there's the initial test where they ask you like, do you have nightmares? Do you have anxiety? Do you feel pressured or whatever? And then they go into depth into it, like how many times in the past 2 weeks have you felt this? How many times in the past 2 weeks have you felt that? How many times this past two weeks have you experienced nightmares? All that kind of stuff. And that narrows it down. And I think that when she did that with Amber, she only had like 3, and they could be classified for another disorder. It wasn't PTSD related at all.
So how many do you need for it to be like PTSD? Like,
Oh, the DSM has it in there. It's
Yeah, I
I
think
don't know.
the DSM-5 has like, you have to have 5 symptoms for it to be an official
Gotcha.
diagnosis, but there's also like levels. So everyone experiences nightmares. Everyone experiences um, anxiety on a daily basis, or stress or whatever. It's just like that's a part of being a normal human being.
So there's got to
But
be like other symptoms associated with it to
yeah,
like
and
prove that it's
it needs to
PTSD.
be a certain level. It needs to be debilitating. It needs to interfere with your normal day-to-day life
I
for it
actually
to
have
be.
a friend with PTSD. I should ask him
Yeah,
like what they did to diagnose him, because that would be interesting
it's extensive,
to tell,
and
right? Yeah.
it's hard for someone with PTSD to actually just deal with the triggers. And for me, Dr. Yu's testimony just fell flat on her ass when Amber took the stand, because she doesn't seem like someone with PTSD, because she didn't shed a tear. She was trying so hard to actually get some kind of emotion out, but it felt off. There was something off about her entire testimony. The fact what Pam just said, she couldn't
We
tell.
lost Pam. I hope I didn't kick you
Yeah,
off, Pam.
uh, if
I don't
maybe
think
she
I
will back.
did. I moved
Maybe.
my mouse and I was afraid I might have like hit the button. I don't think I did, but hopefully. Oh wait. Hold on. Oh, she said she had got a hop down. She's in the chat. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Well,
Um,
the thing with the testimony that she gave, it fits the histrionic personality disorder, because they
oh yeah.
lack a certain type of empathy, and they don't know how to actually experience emotions. So for her to constantly say like, he hit me, he slapped me, he punched me with a fist, but it didn't hurt, I didn't feel anything, I only felt embarrassed.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So that's the biggest thing, embarrassment. And
She obviously can't like be empathetic too, because she just sits there in the recordings and just like is so nasty to him, and to think like he's going through this horrible like withdrawal and she's nagging him and stealing his medicine, and like she just seems like she's just nasty. Like
yeah,
did you
she's
hear about that? So when she was with her ex Tasia, I don't know if I'm saying that
Tasha.
right or not, Taja. So there was a domestic violence incident, and I think like Taja tried to deny it and say that it was because of this cop who was homophobic, and like it
Mhm.
escalated because of the cop. Well, here people looked into this cop, and this cop is, I'm pretty sure she's a lesbian herself, and like got all kinds of stuff on her page, like fighting for LGBTQ, like LGBTQ. Am I saying that right? Rights, and like she's like the number one supporter of it. And they were saying that she was homophobic.
That's the thing, she never takes responsibility for
Oh, I need a
anything.
drink.
She did it
Yeah.
in her testimony too. Everything was because of Johnny, because of his alcohol abuse, because of his drug abuse. It was never like, yeah, I fucking nagged him, I was not being a nice normal human being, I wasn't there for him when he needed me, I was just there to fucking nag him.
And which one was the doctor that said that there was Laurel? Was it Laurel Anderson? Is she the doctor? I forget the name. But she
Yeah.
said that there was mutual abuse, but she said that Amber, it was like a pride thing for her. And whenever Johnny would try
instigator.
and walk away, yeah, she was the
Yeah.
instigator. And whenever Johnny would try and walk away, which is what needed to be done, she would instigate a physical fight because she didn't want him to walk away. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, this man is clearly trying to leave all the physical fights, and she's nagging him to stay and beating him up, and then putting him in a situation where he probably does have to grab her and move her, or if she's attacking him, he might accidentally headbutt her. But like, I honestly don't think that he ever just like. I just don't think he ever just went after her like
No.
that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not buying it. I just don't think that.
Well, maybe in the heat of the moment, like if you're fed up with something, like let's
Yeah,
just
like after
that
she's
he-
already nagged you and attacked you and has been hitting on you. But I don't think he ever just like out of nowhere attacked her without being provoked. I guess I could say.
No, and he never attacked her. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He would internalize his rage, and whenever it was just getting too much for him, he would implode or explode and just focus his rage towards inanimate objects. So he would never hit someone else. It was always directed at a wall, a door, a kitchen cabinet, that sort of stuff.
And the kitchen cabinet thing happened when his mother died too, right?
Yeah.
She was name calling and degrading for wanting to leave. Yeah, when she would blow up. Exactly.
Well, there's a lot of audio clips on Twitter where he's actually like trying to calm her down and telling her, we cannot keep doing this.
Yeah, I heard
You
that.
need to leave. You need to take your medication, and I'm going to take a couple of hours away from you, and we'll get back together in a couple of hours. But if we stay together, this is going to start to get nasty, and it's going to start to become more than it needs to be. So you need to just let me go. He's asking her, let me go.
Like, literally begging her.
Begging her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go. So I can just do my thing, calm down, and we'll see each other in a couple of hours. And she just turns on the waterworks and just be like, you're killing me. I'm dying without you. You don't know how much stress you're causing me. Placing the blame with him again.
Yeah. And not only was she abusive to her friend Rocky, she hit her friend Rocky, right?
Yeah.
And she spit on her assistant, right?
Yeah, the one that she
James.
stole the abuse story from. Yeah.
Yeah. So her assistant told her, like, in confidence, her like rape story or sexual assault story, whatever. I probably shouldn't have word I should say on YouTube, but I'm not monetized, so it shouldn't matter.
Warning.
Yeah, and but she literally like took the story and like edited it a little bit, and I forget like where she shared the story, but she like made it like her own.
She did it in, I think it was in the TRO that she.
The restraining order against Johnny.
Yeah, I believe it is.
So Clean and Glitter, I totally agree. I know it's not everyone's opinion. Like, a lot of everyone believes like, oh, man shouldn't hit a woman. But like, look, if I'm taking my fist and I'm swinging on somebody and I'm hitting somebody, like, it's fair game to me at that point. You know what I mean? If I can go hit somebody, then somebody can hit me right back. Like, I totally agree with that. I'm not gonna. If I attacked my husband, he would never do anything. But if I did, I mean, it's fair game. Like, you don't just go hitting people, either whether you're smaller than them or bigger than them or not. Abuse is abuse, and it just shouldn't ever be done. And I don't like whether he did or not. She was she instigated it. Like abuse is never okay to me, but if
Yeah.
I went and dished it out to somebody, I can't really complain if they dish it back. But
Yeah, but the problem with this case is that it's just going to be hard to claim the defamation,
yeah,
because the definition of defamation is so convoluted and stupid, in my opinion. Because over here, if you just say something that is not true and you can prove it, then it's just defamation, clear and simple.
wow, yeah,
And over there with you guys, it's just like you have to actually prove that it's malice, and
and it
that
lost
she did it.
money and that,
Yeah,
yeah, a lot
exactly.
of stuff that
She
goes into
she
it.
didn't that she actually talked about him in the op-ed. If people use their fucking brain, this trial wouldn't even happen, because it clearly states 2 years ago I was whatever. I was domestic violence. I seen it from close or whatever. 2 years ago in 2018, 2016. Who were you married to back then? And before that, you were actually married to a woman. So you
Yeah,
clearly the man. So it can only be Johnny Depp.
yep, yeah, and yeah,
Power of production.
her assistant said that she, sorry, I just pulled it up as we were talking, emotionally, mentally, and verbally abused her, and when she asked for a raise, she spit in her face.
Yep.
Like, this woman is a witch. What's it?
Yep.
I have a whole gang of things. Oh, so here's another thing. After she got the restraining order against Johnny, her own parents
Yeah.
texted Johnny. Hold on, I'll read them to you right now. So David Heard, Amber's dad, texted Johnny and said the lawyer told her she had to or she would have no place to live in 30 days. Then Johnny says that is absolute bullshit. Her lawyer asked for 2 weeks at the downtown place. I said no. She could stay there as long as she liked. Why would I force her out in 2 weeks? I ain't no scumbag. Dude, my fucking wedding ring is still on me. I have not taken it off because I love her. It's coming off now. What a fucking knife to the back. I'm so disappointed and so hurt. It's just too much. Later, brother. Feel better. JD. And then David answers, I can only imagine how you must feel. I wish I could be there so I could step in, but she's listening to a lawyer because somebody told her that she had to be at the house in 30 out of the house in 30 days and nowhere to go or something. And I sure hope you don't mention to her that we've talked after we had that good talk to you, and I had that long talk the same day is when you went over there this afternoon, and I got a message from her that if I ever talk to you again, she would never speak to me again. So I don't know. I don't know if maybe you said something to her that made her think that. I told you something that I shouldn't have or said something I shouldn't have. I don't know, but the anger that she had to me when I talked to her, she told me I couldn't tell her anything. She told me to fuck off, and I can't. I couldn't believe she said that to me. She's been talking a lot to her mother, but her lawyer was the one that said that if she didn't file, that she could be locked out of the apartment, and it is fucked up as it sounds. If there was any way did you guys could talk with one text message without so much anger, you'd know. I know the anger in your current text to me just now shows me how angry you are, and you have every right to be, but if y'all could just talk it out, and you could talk her into withdrawing all bad maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to come back from this, but it's possible. I still love you, man. And then Johnny says, I love you too, brother. Always will. I never said a thing to Amber about anything we've ever spoken about. I do not throw people under the bus. She can have her life now, whatever she wants. Then her mom messages him. I don't think you want to take my call because something someone said. It couldn't be farther from the truth. My heart is breaking with you. Please call me. Son, answer my call. We are 100% solid. Always have been, always will be. I hate to think I've been a pawn in this game, but I simply don't play that game. I love you. Always have and probably always will. If you don't feel like talking, please drop me a line to tell me. Otherwise, please call. And then Johnny says, Hi, sweet Paige. Sorry I missed your call. Been installing hearing aids for the deaf today. Heavy stuff. The show is tonight, so I'll just be hanging in the hotel today. Shall I call you back or wait for your call, sweetheart? I hope you and David are perfection. I love and miss you both, JD. And then she says, I love and miss you too. I do anything for a do-over for the last year. And he says, me too, darling. I will never understand how we got here. My love for your daughter has been constant and impenetrable. But we are divorcing because I was 2 hours late for her birthday dinner. Because I was in a meeting with a new business manager in the bank as my former business manager fucked me over royally. Also, she knew I was going to be late. I texted her from the meeting. She treated me like a redheaded stepchild in front of all her friends, and it only got worse. When we came home, she got violent, and I left, as I always do when she decides to get violent with me. Her charges against me are simply not true. I did not throw her phone at her. I was facing away from her to walk away and lobbed it over my shoulder. I had no idea that she wouldn't just catch it, or if it would land on the couch. And then, of course, Rocky comes to the rescue as if I'm some goddamn psycho beast. The timing is ugly. My mom passed away. Amber, the love of my life, can no longer exist to me. To perjure herself against me is too far. I don't deserve this, Paige. But if this is what's happening, this is what I must deal with. Apparently, she's back with Tasia Fantasia. I don't know what has ever been true or what has been a lie, though I miss her and, of course, stupidly, still love her with everything in my bones. I guess I just couldn't make her smile anymore, and that is all I ever wanted. Gonna call you in a bit, if you're okay with that. I love you, my dear Paige. I miss you very much. XXXJD. And that's it. But still, like, I think it says a whole damn lot that his parent or her parents are like 100% here to a peaceful place of true crime. Yeah, we're peaceful over here. I'm not. I don't be doing the drama. Not here.
Well,
We
we can
just-
start drama, but no.
Yeah. No, not yet. At least I don't have.
No. This is just two obsessed people about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, like bonding over the obsessiveness that we have.
Yes. Well, luckily this week, there's another trial, the Tara Grinstead case that I just covered in my last video. That's going to be all week. So.
Yeah, and that's the problem with me. I don't get court TV over here, so I'm need to.
Yeah. Long Crime will probably have it up on
Yeah,
YouTube.
probably, but I'm heavily against Law and Crime because they're known for striking other channels if they happen to use their stream. Like, what the fuck are you even doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna try and detox from this case until it starts again because
Yeah, you got a whole week to wait. Is it starting back on Monday?
Yeah, Monday the 16th.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and they're gonna go on until the 27th of May because normally they stop on a Thursday because the Friday judge, I always forget how to pronounce her name, but the judge presiding over the case reserves the Friday for other cases in Virginia.
Gotcha. Oh, so that's why they didn't have it on Friday.
Yeah, but she also had this thing like we're gonna do the Friday on the 27th of May because it's gonna be the weekend before Memorial Day.
Gotcha.
So basically what she said was like, okay, jury, you need to come up with a conclusion like
quickly
on Friday because I'm done with that. Just don't care. It's just gonna end on the 27th.
I got another recording. This one's the one where I just have a list of things I'm going down, so I'm probably all over the place. But this is where she says something about the fair fight or whatever.
Just before you do, I might hop off because it's like 5 a.m. over here, so I need
yeah. I'm gonna play this and talk probably like for 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna hop off too because we're about to play this ghost hunting game anyway. So
Ooh, awesome. That sounds
cool. Wait. Do you know who Insum is? Do you watch gaming?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you do Phasmophobia, right?
Yeah. Well, there's this new one. Well, I watch this guy Insum, and he's from like he's Dutch or whatever. Like he's I don't know where he's from. I guess like Netherlands or what would it be?
What's his name?
Insum. His streaming name's Insum. He's like my favorite streamer ever. He streams INSYM. But he can speak Dutch, but he speaks English. But I love him. He's like my favorite streamer, and he streams Phasmophobia. And he was playing this new Ghost game, and we've seen it, and so we have plans to play it tonight. So I'm not going to stay
Okay.
on much longer, but I'm going to play this recording real quick and show a couple more things.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But if you need to hop off, no worries.
Yeah, okay. If I do.
Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence. And
Yes.
it's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you. You can please tell people that it was a fair fight and see what the jury and judge think. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence. And
Yes.
it's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you. You can please tell people that it was.
That's crazy. That she even said that. Like, the world will never side with you, but boy, is she wrong. They have videos of them both leaving court, and boy, could it not be like total opposite ends of the spectrum. He walks out, and they go crazy. And then she comes out, and there's booing her. Someone yelled like "narcissistic bitch" or something. Like,
It was funny because they also were like screaming at her, like, "Did you poop the bed? Did you poop the bed?"
Oh yeah, yeah. They went at her hard.
Yeah, but you know how liberating this must be for Johnny to just see
I
all those
don't even
people
think he
supporting
cares
him.
about winning. Yeah, I don't even think he cares about winning. I think
No.
he just wanted to clear his name. Honestly, like he wanted the world to know this ain't like it ain't me. You know what I mean? And I think that he proved it. I mean, I have lots more like TikToks and stuff, but if I play them, I'll be here forever. So maybe I'll do like a midweek stream to keep us occupied till the rest, and we'll play like funny TikToks and go over that stuff.
Cannibalize our anticipation for the 16th.
Yeah, this one I wanted to get out like as much evidence as I could about Amber, just because like I feel like I just need to get that out there because there's so much stuff just about her being a total terrible person. But I have tons of funny shit that we can watch, but it would take me too long to play it all.
I get it. And you have a game to play, so go play your game.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off, but yeah, we'll do. There's a lot of lawyers on SM that think she's going to lose. Really? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if she does lose, because I feel like even in the courtroom, there's like a mood. You could tell like the people sitting in the courtroom are like laughing at Amber's lawyers and kind of look at them as like pathetic. So I mean, there's a chance the jury could go that way. Like I think that her lawyers are being so stupid that it's like I think that it could go that way for sure. But we'll see. Even if he doesn't win, it's still a win for him, and it's still an L for her, pretty much. I mean, she's obviously freaking out because I'm
gonna hop off. So
all right, I'm gonna hop
to you
off
later.
too. Yep. See you. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna play my ghost game. My hubby might play it on Twitch if anyone likes watching that stuff. But yeah, I'll probably do like. Well, actually, no, I lied. This week I will be covering the Tara Grinstead case. If anyone has not followed this case, watch the video. I did my last video before this one, and check out the Up and Vanish podcast. There is so much information. It's going to be really good. It's basically about this beauty queen who was murdered and this guy who confessed, but it seems like it might have been a false confession and he was drunk and his friend actually convinced him that he killed this girl, and it could have been the friend because the friend later got charged with like or not charged, but accused of raping women and holding guns to their heads and stuff like that. So everyone thinks it's this other guy. So there's going to be a big trial about it. You could catch up on my video. I'm probably going to be talking about that, doing some commentary on that this week. And maybe I'll pick a day to do like funny TikToks and stuff about the Depp trial. And then next week, I'll try and go live with the trial. So have a good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. It was fun. I love you all. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas in here. I hope you have a lovely day tomorrow. Good night. Bye-bye.